Hello and welcome to the new series on Fincept Terminal, where we will be exploring the complete terminal. And this series is going to be a pretty long series where we will be covering every part of the terminal. So this is the first, maybe till this video, if you are a regular customer, you would be knowing that this is the repo of Fincept Terminal, and we also have a website of Fincept Terminal, which is fincept.in. You could simply visit this website, create an account on this, and use the web version of the terminal, but the web version is very limited and is very limited in the features. Maybe it has only 5% or 5 to 10% of the features which the desktop app has. So I would not recommend you to use the web version. You actually need to download the desktop version. That will do justice. So uh, coming to the GitHub page, if you want to download the builds, then you simply need to come to the release section of the term release section in the page here. If you scroll a little down, you will see the release section, and you always need to download the latest version. The current latest version is 4.0.3. So we have versions for Linux, then Apple and Windows. So if you are a Linux user, you need to download the run file, or the if you are a Mac user, you need to download the DMG file or the exe file if you are on Windows. So I already have the version installed on my local machine. But before going to the terminal, let me give you a quick intro of the GitHub page, because this page is also pretty much important. And what you need to do is, firstly, start the repo, because that's a very important part of the process. If you make a star, it gives us motivation to do more work, more on the open source side. So coming to this page, you could see all the about section and what features you would get in the terminal, how you could install it, how you could build it from source. You could also run it in Docker. You can build it from source manually by yourself. These are the list of tools and technologies which you will need to install on your local machine in order to uh, get the terminal up and running. So we had built on C++ and Qt for performance. Qt is basically for GUI and all the performance oriented things, like for the desktop application. Coming to the next section, you here is the build section, where you need to make this you need to run this cmake commands, which would generate a build output, and you could simply run that output in your local machine. So this is pretty much a technical stuff. If you are a developer and wants to contribute in the repo, this is the best this is the best part where you could start. uh, Again, what sets apart is you could integrate any of your data sources, like anything which you have. Maybe I could have XYZ data coming from some API. I could connect it to Fincept terminal, use it for my analytical purposes. We have the roadmap where we have list of upcoming features that we are being implementing in the Fincept terminal. Further, we have contribution guidelines, how you could support the project. Then we also provide versions to universities and educators. If you are a student from some university, you could definitely reach out to us that, hey Tilak, we want to use your terminal in our university. We would always happy to assist you, how we could give you the best possible uh, features. Not the price. The price is fixed, $800 a month for 20 accounts in the university. We could always adjust on this and give you the most of the possible, because what we want is, we want students to use our terminal to get things better, uh, like on the research side, and how they could use in the industry. Coming to the next section, we have license section, where anyone who wants to commercially use our terminal, they need to purchase a license. They could not simply just copy the complete source code and publish it as their own. So we have a commercial license, and we have a AGPL license, where you could run free for personal use, but if you distribute it for your commercial purposes, we would take the accents that is needed. So for any of the queries, you could always reach out to me on support@fincept.in, and you could always read this commercial licensing file if you want to use the Fincept terminal for commercial use. Coming to the repo, we have 21k stars on the repo, and repo is pretty much over. Coming to the website, we have a basic website. We could and let me just show you the pricing page. We have currently five plans where the first one is obviously free, because since the terminal is open source, you can always have a free option where uh, you can just create an account, then enroll for this free plan and always use terminal with your own data sources, not the Fincept ones. Second, coming to the next plans, we have a basic plan, standard plan, professional plan, and a enterprise plan. Starting from $10 to $100, the only difference the plan has. Uh, every module has a different access to the Fincept quant library and the API credits. These credits are further used to get the data from the terminal. So in the upcoming series, I will be guiding you where these credits are used in the terminal, so that you could get a better clarity on how the credits are used in the terminal. The basic $10 plan gives you $1,000 credits, and the $100 plan gives you $16,000 of credits. It's always recommended to go for a higher plan, because obviously it gives you more credits to use the terminal. And this is pretty much the website. We also have some resources where you could read some blogs, or yeah, we don't have any blog currently, but yeah, we will be publishing it soon. Coming to the next, if you want to do a internship, or maybe if you want to contribute on the business side of the project, then you can always apply on this, and or message me up on LinkedIn or somewhere that, hey Tilak, I am interested in Fincept and I would like to contribute in the project or be an intern on the project. So you could always do that. Else, you could also schedule a demo with me where I would be guiding you for the Fincept terminal. But obviously, uh, just watch the videos first. And still, if you are unclear about the how the terminal works, then you could always uh, just schedule a demo, and we could guide you to your queries. So yeah, this was it about the video. This was the first video of the terminal and the starting point of the terminal. In the next videos, in the upcoming videos, we will be guiding you to the different types of the terminal. And let's see how the series goes. uh, there are a lot of videos coming, so stay tuned up on the channel. Please subscribe and let us know in the comments that what you need from the series, how you look at the Fincept terminal, what are your workflows, what features you need in the terminal. So we will read them and we will try to implement that features in the terminal. Thank you for watching.